Hello there. In this video, we will go through how to use our backup system and how to create automatic backups using it. First of all, you're going to want to go to witherpanel.com and click on whatever server you want to create backups on. Then go to the Backups tab and click Create Backup. This will allow you to name the backup. I'm just going to name it Test Backup, and you can exclude files and directories from being in the backup. For example, if you have Core Protect on your server, this database, mine's not very big, but these databases can get very big quite quickly if you have a lot of active players doing lots of actions on your server. And this can increase the backup size and time it takes to complete the backup. So you may want to exclude the Core Protect directory from your backup. So to do this, type plugins and Core Protect, because that's the location of it on your server. So it'll be the plugins folder and Core Protect. I'm going to place that here. And then I'm going to click Create Backup. This will create the backup. The time it takes to create the backup will depend on how large your server is. Mine's about 200 megabytes, so it shouldn't take too long, but they can take a substantial amount of time if you have a very large server. A few minutes later, I can see that the backup has completed. Going to the three dots on the right, you can either copy the link to the backup, download the backup, restore it to your server, so this will replace your server files with the files that are within this backup. You can lock the backup so you don't accidentally delete it, or you can delete it. I don't want this backup, it was just a test, so I'm just going to click delete and delete the backup. Now I will show you how to create automatic backups for your server. First of all, go to the Schedules tab and then click Create Schedule. Here I'm just going to have the name Auto Backup. There we go. For minute, I don't want it every 5 minutes, so I'm going to have that as 0. But I do want it every 12 hours, so I'm going to do /*/12. You can refer to this website for more information on cron time, which is linked here. Then I want it every day of the month, every month, and every day of the week. This cron time says every day, every 12 hours. Then click Create Schedule, and click onto the schedule up here. Then over at the right, click New Task. And I want to send a command to warn the players that the server is going to be restarting for a backup. So say server restarting for backup in 10 seconds. And then click Create Task. Then add a new task. We're going to send a power action and we're going to stop the server. And this is going to be 10 seconds later from the 10-second warning command. Then click Create Task. So server is now stopped. Then click New Task. Create Backup. I'm going to give the server 5 seconds to stop correctly. You can increase this depending on how many plugins and stuff you have, but this is just to make sure that the world is saved correctly before we back it up. I don't want to ignore any files, and then I'm going to click Create Task. Then, after that, I'm going to wait about 10 seconds for the backup to complete. I'm going to send a power action and start the server. Obviously your backup will take longer than 10 seconds if your server is fairly large, but this is just for an example. Then click Create Task. Now we're going to test out the schedule. To test it out, click Run Now. And if we go to the Console tab, you can see that the announcement has run. And after 10 seconds, the server stops. The server has stopped. It is now waiting 5 seconds, and then we should see a backup start in the Backups tab. And you can see that the backup is completed. If we go back to the console, you should see that the server starts automatically as well. So that is how to create automatic backups on your server. Thanks for watching, and thanks for using Wither Hosting.